If you're starting a capsule wardrobe, you'll want to avoid these mistakes. My name is Mimi. I'm your host. Today we will be talking about mistakes you'll want to avoid if you're starting a capsule wardrobe, how to start one, and my overall experiences. I'll also be including the technique that I use to track my capsule wardrobe outfits and that you can also use. So if you want to see all of that, then you'll have to stick around to the end. Let's get into it. I picked pieces based on neutral colors and recent purchases from my sustainable clothing haul, which I made a video, and I'll try to link it in the description. Hopefully I'll remember. See the link for this video in the description or title card. I had about 10 pieces total for my capsule wardrobe, which I hung on my garment rack for about 2 months or so because of COVID and working from home now. People don't go into the office, don't go to work all the time, depending on your job, of course, but I didn't go in every day or go out every day. All of my 10 pieces were from that video. One was the silk maison dress in bronze, these Aritzia plaid pants that I thrifted from Depop, leather pants from Aritzia, thrifted from Depop once again, which I would not recommend those pants. I actually really hate those pants because they tore up so bad from my nails, even though they were so soft. It's a topic for a different video, but let's just say I was not very happy about that. My white pleated skirt, which I thrifted also from Depop, though I accidentally purchased a second one and I relisted it for sale on my Poshmark, link in the description. So please look there to buy it if you'd like. It's pretty cheap. My Burberry skirt, which I got used from Vestiaire Collective. I had to take in the sides a little bit because it was a little bit loose on me. My tweed skirt and tweed jacket set, which I also thrifted from Depop as a set. Plaid blazer from H&M, thrifted from Depop as well. White cardigan, thrifted from Poshmark. My white Everlane cotton tee, which is 100% organic, which I bought directly from Everlane's website. Now let's go over what kind of pieces I would recommend if you're starting your own capsule wardrobe. Just for simplicity in this video, I don't want this to be a super long, in-depth video because this could be a whole nother video by itself, guys. But just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna stick to neutral colors is what I would recommend you start out with if you're not sure where to go. And I can cover in another video too, how to do a capsule wardrobe with colors rather than neutrals, a non-neutral capsule wardrobe. Just let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a video about that. And if there's enough feedback from you guys, then it would be maybe something I would consider doing. But I won't know unless you like this video and leave your comments down below. The types of pieces I would recommend for a capsule wardrobe are probably the more simple, basic pieces. They're the best ones because of their simplicity, and because of their simplicity, they allow you to mix and match it with other things and layer on and off a lot more easily because they're so simple. And you know, less is more. I would recommend possibly turtlenecks. You can layer clothes on top of turtlenecks. Like I'm wearing a black turtleneck right now, but you can put like a tank top on it. You can put jackets over turtlenecks. You can wear normal clothes over turtlenecks and it'll be really nice in the winter time because the turtleneck will peek out and other parts of the turtleneck will peek out. It's like a nice base layer. Same with a white tee. The white tee is just so chef's kiss, especially with just a nice pair of straight or wide leg jeans and, you know, a blazer. Also, another thing you can do is some straight leg or wide leg pants. It could be denim, could be trousers. It's up to you. I'm filming this in a colder month right now and it's super cold where I live, so I appreciate looser, baggier pants such as a straight leg pant or a wide leg pant rather than a skinny or a cigarette style pant because you can kind of layer leggings and tights underneath. You can do long johns too. I also recommend some sort of A-line skirt. And the reason why I pick A-line over different types of skirts is because while you can do a pleated skirt might not fit everyone because I know some people who are a little bit older who might be watching this video might not like a pleated skirt because they might deem it to be a little bit juvenile, but I think it's personally kind of cute. But depending on your preferences, you might not want to go for the cute look of a pleated skirt. And a pencil skirt, while it's very sexy and I think can fit a lot of age groups, a pencil skirt doesn't make it very versatile or look the best with all kinds of clothing, I feel like personally, because it is a bit long. I generally feel like the shorter a skirt is, the more universal and versatile it is. And an A-line is a very simple style skirt. That's a mini skirt, but just has clean lines. So I think it works well for a variety of applications. And depending on what you choose as the design of the A-line skirt, there's a million designs. Along the same line, a plaid skirt would be nice as well. If you're more open to the idea of a pleated skirt or a pencil skirt or any other design, even an A-line skirt, a plaid skirt would definitely be a nice staple. We also can't forget about the things you layer on top of your clothes. The jackets. I love blazers. I'm a blazer-holic. I have like 10 blazers in my collection. I made like a series of parts 1, 2, and 3 of blazer outfits. And the first one was black blazer outfits, second one was colorful blazer outfits, and the third one was neutral blazer outfits. You can check them out on my channel, because check them out after this video if you're interested in those kinds of outfits. But that's a staple. Another one is a button-up shirt and a simple dress. These are both things that you can layer clothes on over it. I would recommend a shirt dress if you can, because they have collars. It could be a short sleeve shirt dress too, but if it's a long sleeve shirt dress, you can put a sweater vest over it, which you can also put a sweater vest in your capsule wardrobe as well. Or a cardigan, which I really like the idea, and that's why I put it in my capsule wardrobe, is because you can wear it as a jacket over one of your tops, or you can wear it as a shirt itself if you button it all up. And it's actually pretty versatile in that way, I think. It's like a button-up shirt or a jacket, depending on how you wear the cardigan. When you pick pieces for your capsule wardrobe, you'll want to think about what pieces you wear the most, because if you don't really wear certain items very much, then the capsule wardrobe might be harder for you if you're just starting out, or you're not really used to wearing and mixing and matching clothing, or you're not really familiar with it. Then it's just best to stick with the safe things and things that you already have worn many times before and you're very well versed and comfortable with. And although you can pick neutral colors, it doesn't have to be. Maybe I'll make a video about where I talk about how to set up a capsule wardrobe not in neutral colors and different color combinations, because it's definitely possible, but everybody stays with basic neutrals. So that's what I'm doing for this video. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video about colors. You also should question which pieces are the most versatile, because if you have a very busy, complex shirt, it might not mix so well with other clothing pieces, but it really depends on how you style things. The simple classic pieces that you have in your wardrobe, rather than the trendier complex ones, tend to be the best ones and the most versatile ones usually. And try to think about the amount of pieces too. And I'll show you why in the next section, why I picked only 10 pieces of clothing and why those 10 pieces alone were more than enough for the 30 outfits that I wore in this experience. If you're finding this a very helpful and interesting video, then please go down and give this video a like if you haven't already, because likes are free, so why not? When you like this video, it'll help spread the video so that other people can see it and find this helpful information. If you love couture, style, and analysis, aka CSA, then please go down and like and subscribe so you can get your weekly CSA, PSA, hot off the press weekly. Subscribe because you won't want to miss more interesting things related to fashion, fashion history, and couture, because that's what we do on this channel. If you haven't already, you should check out my IG, because I've got some outfits that I wore for 30 outfits. I'll put up a photo here showing how I did the math for the number of outfits possible from a certain amount of pieces. I found 10 to be more than enough for over 30 outfits, and so I stuck with 10. Plus 10 was also a very nice, simple, rounded number. Depending on how long you decide to do a capsule wardrobe for, you should scale up the numbers using this math method that I just detailed here, because I did this experiment for 30 outfits, which if you're going out every single day in a month, that would be a month's worth of outfits. But if you're planning on doing this for like an entire season, let's say 90 days, then you might want to add more pieces than the 10 pieces that I used. I used Google spreadsheet to make this, but I also have a massive one that I did for my entire closet inventory on Excel using this same technique. I post the style combinations on my IG posts to show how I track wearing my clothes, and I started this as a way to compare and wear as many combinations of my clothes as I could and show that on my IG. thought it was an interesting and novel idea to track my outfits and share with others how I track my outfits and the combinations I wear whenever I post every single outfit on that specific Excel spreadsheet. You can do this via Google or Excel depending on your preferences, but I did this one for the capsule wardrobe tracking in Google spreadsheets. I arranged it by tops on the top row, bottoms down the side, and each cell has comments or notes. In Excel it's called comments when you add these, but in Google it's called notes. And I did that in bullet points to indicate the jackets or pieces that were going on top of the pants times bottom combination, so that if you wore a certain top plus a certain pant and a jacket or a cardigan, then you would also mark it off with something in the comments or notes of that cell by editing it. And I did that to indicate the option for marking off when a shirt and bottom was worn with that particular jacket or cardigan. And I did so with just a number 1 because that was the first time I wore that particular combination. If I had worn it twice, I would have done a number 2 and so forth. I marked it with a certain color when all 3 of the combinations for that particular cell were worn. So let's say I had one jacket in that comment of that cell, I would mark it as a certain color once I had worn that combination, that shirt, bottom, and jacket, and I'd worn that shirt and bottom. I also marked it as a C when I had worn something in the comment section, but I hadn't worn the top and bottom combination, so that I could tell that I had worn something in the comments or notes of that cell. Just my personal preference. You can do as you see fit. And this was my method for tracking my outfits and outfit combinations. Hopefully this helps you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, or if you have any suggestions. I'm constantly trying to improve my way of tracking things. Alright, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of what my experience was for wearing 30 outfits with this capsule wardrobe. Oh my gosh, there's quite a bit of things to unpack, and I learned definitely quite a lot of things from this experience, such as picking less jackets and maybe more tops, because sometimes the only difference in my outfits that I wore on my tracker was just the jacket on top, because I might wear a white t-shirt and jeans, this is an example, but if I wore that with a blazer, that was different than if I wore that exact same outfit but with a tweed jacket. And I had so many of those that it kind of got a little bit repetitive because it still felt like I was wearing the same outfit, even though the only thing I changed was the jacket on top. I also wish I'd picked more tops because I only had 2 tops picked out and a dress that I wore pants or skirts over the dress, and I used it as like a sort of tank top, and I seldom wore it much because it kept slipping down. It also got really repetitive because I only had like 2 main tops. Meanwhile, I had like 6 bottoms, but only 2 of the bottoms were pants. I should have picked more pants as well. If you wear a ton of skirts, you can maybe do a lot more of those in your capsule wardrobe mix, but it's winter where I'm living here, so I had to wear a lot of leggings to make up for the fact that I was wearing skirts. And it was not fun. I felt like I was being limited so much. I couldn't break out of it because I was committing to this for you guys so I could show you my experiences with a capsule wardrobe. It was really nice having my pieces all on my garment rack, in easy view, no need to guess what to wear, simplification of putting together outfits in the morning. And using the outfit tracker method I devised, it helped me see which unique outfit combinations I hadn't worn yet and I could still wear, so I could throw those on real quick so I wasn't repeating the same outfits like 5 times. I also got tired towards the end of it because at the end of this experiment, my mistake of not including more variety, and I don't think I can ever truly be a minimalist now because I love my giant closet of clothes too much. I love variety because it's a colorful world, y'all. Why you gotta limit yourself? Capsule wardrobes are really interesting for people who need less and need a more minimalist way of living, such as people who travel, because I learned that if you go on a vacation, you probably pack a lot of clothes, but in reality, from this capsule wardrobe experiment of only having 10 pieces of clothing, I learned that was enough for like over 40 outfits, and I didn't even get around to wearing all of them. So you probably only need like a few pieces, even less than 10 if you're packing for vacation now. But hey, you know, that just leaves yourself more room for buying more souvenirs and packing other stuff. It's great for people who are into minimalism as well, and it's very no fuss in the morning. It's very time efficient. I considered redoing this capsule wardrobe experiment again with colors, or maybe just doing it with only like a certain section of my closet, so I have like a capsule wardrobe for like certain pieces of clothing in my closet for certain parts of the year, and then rotating it again and doing the other pieces that I hadn't gotten around to yet and doing it in increments, and then eventually in a whole year I would get around to capsule wardrobing my entire closet. And I don't know if it's because I'm burnt out from doing this recent capsule wardrobe experiment, or it's because I like having accessibility to everything at once and I felt so limited, but I think it would actually be an interesting idea because you combine the benefits of your capsule wardrobe with the variety of the larger closet. I hope you enjoyed this video. These were my thoughts on doing a capsule wardrobe for 30 outfits. I wanted to say 30 days. I mean, it is technically 30 days, but it was spread out over 2 months. Leave me down your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Have you done a capsule wardrobe? What are your thoughts? If you haven't already, follow me on my Instagram. I post notifications and sometimes sneak peeks of my coming videos, so you won't want to miss that. If you're finding this video on capsule wardrobes interesting and informative, give this video a like, because then it's gonna spread to other people who will also find this interesting. And if you love couture, style, and analysis, aka CSA, then please go down and like and subscribe and turn on the bell to get your weekly notifications of a CSA PSA out of the press weekly. You'll want to subscribe because you won't want to miss out on fashion, fashion history, and couture, because that's what we do. If you'd like to support me towards my full-time endeavor with this, then please consider buying me a monthly coffee on Patreon. I've also linked below my Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop if you'd like to see some of the things I'm selling for my closet. Check out my next video, which is 30 outfits for fall and winter. Until our next one, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!